Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it. This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken. Perhaps you want to take a moment to contemplate the gravity of your achievements. Alright, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction to complete. Simply throw the lever and further instructions will be supplied when relevant. Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to project assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator, this will only take a moment. Initiating project assembly. Assembly. Attaching cargo to main body. Leveling inner and outer rings. Attaching propulsion to main body. Fuel lines connected. Attaching control center to main body. Running systems check. All systems online. Releasing propulsion cage. Releasing clamps. Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path. Locking in cargo. Launch in T-10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Connection with QAR437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR436 Akicha B1. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of Ada, myself, and all of FICSIT, I want to congratulate you on saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race, and have contributed something to this universe that will forever change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore and exploit, alongside me. Additionally, you have been promoted to local production manager, effective immediately. Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties to FICSIT remain. With your help, FICSIT continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient, stay with FICSIT.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. Yeah, we are back. I hope you enjoyed the little video there, because apparently there was some sort of audio screw up at the end of last week where we officially, quote unquote, released the release the Kraken, for lack of a better word. I thought I'd go back to a slightly earlier save and capture that again with the proper voiceover and music. And honestly, yeah, that was a good decision. And then I thought I'd kind of give it a showing here. So yeah, hey, welcome back. Yeah, we're done. We finished it. We did all the things. We sent all the stuffs. We have no jobs left in the space elevator here. So, yeah, now what? Well, while I decide that, now what? Well, let me get rid of some of the stuff here I added in for the various viewing platforms. So I added, some blocks and stuff like that, just so I could actually see the proper thing. Pretty much the only thing I got left to do is I'm going to go around now and continue filling in all the little empty spots and making sure that all the factories are properly supported. Like, the space elevator here, it's not really awesomely supported on the corner here, so I'm going to want to beef that up and get some walls in and, basically just kind of finish off the place. As we think about it and as I kind of decide what I'm going to do next after this, like, what are we going to do next? I'm still waiting for the newest release. So we do have another update coming through that apparently is going to give us all kinds of, well, at least it's going to give us some gameplay options and change things up a little bit and stuff like that. So maybe then we can go in and, we'll try something new. But for this week, at least, I'm going to focus on trying to get a bunch of this stuff buttoned up, closed up, and made to look not unfinished like the current factory is. Whoops. And put that there. So yeah, it was pretty. That was a pretty interesting finale. That again, I just got to stop saying the word again. It's like my favorite go-to word. My version of So yeah, that I have been playing this game for a long time. Back since version 0.2 or something like that. And I have finished it multiple times, starting version 4, version 5, version 6, sent the last of my stuff. I can actually go get my golden mug now. I should actually check out the awesome shop. Do I have an awesome shop over here? I think I do. No, but I can easily add one. Let me just go grab myself an awesome shop here. And we'll put that right there. And drop to the floor and lose that. And let's go see what we can do in our awesome shop. So we should be able to now get our golden mug. Wherever the heck it's hiding. Where are you hiding, Mr. Golden Mug? You're not in there. What about in management? No. Where are you? Equipment? Ah, here we go. So here we go. This is now unlocked. I'm going to buy myself my mug here. We're going to add that to the cart. I've got 105 tickets on me, so plenty of tickies. And we're going to buy that, and
You are now the proud owner of the Employee of the Planet Cup, only available to FICSIT pioneers who saved the day. This cup was created after extensive research produced a substance that has the appearance of gold without actually being gold. It is almost certainly non-toxic. Note, you have been automatically enrolled in the Not Gold Toxicity Testing Program. The paint may be flammable. Please inform us if, when using this cup, you experience discomfort, poisoning, spontaneous combustion, or death. Thank you for your cooperation.
oh no, please don't. Oh, I'm getting the frame rate stutters. Wow, we're off to a great start here. But, you know, I've got my coffee cup. Apparently I'm part of the program now. Let me just bring up my stat here. So stat, FPS. Yeah, so I'm bound at 20 frames per second. So yeah, the game still does seem to struggle sometimes when it comes to just be able to handle your factories. Really annoying. And there's not really a lot. I can't find the reason for it, that it just suddenly decides it's gonna pack it in. I know it's not my video card because I'm rocking a 4060. So that's got plenty of power. So I'm just looking around for different ways to kind of anchor things in. So while I'm talking here, let me actually just pop out to the main menu. So I'm going to save the game. Let's start a new save here. So we'll go EP. This will be 64. Yeah, again, this, you can see that's the difference. So that this is 64, whereas the video is 77, because I did get those 13 weeks or so into the Red Desert before, which is not something that's available, because that went bye-bye. All right, let's save that out. Let's confirm. Let's go back to the main menu. Say one thing, at least it's easy and quick to do the cycle here, especially with the SSD drive in the machine. With a regular platter drive, yeah, those saves could be quite dauntingly long. Back in the day, before 1.0, basically it would take like almost 45 seconds for it to save. So yeah, at least I got the SSD, and at least I can get myself, oh, come on. And there we go. All right, we're back to full frame rate. Okay, so yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do next, but in the meantime, I'm just going to go around and just, you know, attach things better, reinforce things up a little bit better, and, you know, try to get the factory done and get a bit of the stream well. Like I said, we got to figure out what we're doing next. And I have a feeling I know exactly what I'm going to be doing next, while I'm waiting for the next release. Okay, how many from the edge was I here? I was one from the edge yet, so 1 4-meter or 8-meter block, I should say. That would be in line with that guy right there. And let's make sure we have some big ramps or blocks. On with the zoop, and yeah, let's just kind of anchor this into the wall. So yeah, I think this is going to be kind of just a little chill episode today. You know, got no pressure, not waiting for anything to happen. Just going around the world, kind of tidying things up. closing things up, putting in the, you know, the sidewall windows, and just making the place look finished. How are you guys out there today on this fine Saturday the 14th? Not Friday the 13th. I hope you, I'm assuming you all survived another 13th. Even though, you know, if you are worried about such things, I actually generally find the 13th has almost been a pretty good day for me. But then I'm just a twisted little man. And we'll put that there, we'll put that there. All right. You know what? I'm gonna do, yeah, I think I am just gonna go all the way across here instead of me trying to figure out where the center lines are and blah, blah, blah. Let's just actually take this whole mess here and attach it to the wall or the rock face here. Kind of want to just turn the music on and just kind of chill and throw down some blocks. Yeah, and go from there. This truly is the tedium. See, this is the kind of stuff I would normally do off camera, but, you know, when I have no other point to being here this morning, I'm going to do that. All right, that's getting there. Let's go around the sides here. See what else we can do. So yeah, just starting here only because this is where I was at the end of the, you know, at the end of last episode, setting the stuff up there. So that's why we're over here today. Okay, what am I going to do here? Yeah, I think we're just going to put the wall up right here. So let's grab our blueprints. And we want in our buildings, foundation wall. This guy right here. All right, I'm going to need to nudge him into place because, you know, he doesn't fit there very cleanly. And we give a little half nudge there to get him up against the wall. Against the wall, dirtbag. Oh, there is also one other really important thing that I'm going to have to do, and I will head over there next. And we'll just keep going straight through here. Like so. And like so. It almost lined up perfectly. No! This is the trains? Like, what is killing me here? Immediately back down to 16 frames per second. You suck, man. You suck. Okay, let me get a wall mount in here. And, come on. No, I need a wall hole. There we go. There. Of course, that does mean I'm gonna have to replace these guys here, so we'll pop a hole. Oh, I can't pop a hole there because that won't get, you know. Why am I worrying about popping a hole? I can just go through there. Never mind. All right. Let me grab the hypertube tubey tube. And then we can throw that down there. So run inside the building here. Reconnect. And there we go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna leave this area here because I think this area is what's causing me some grief right now, and I don't feel like fighting it. And there is some important thing I want to do before we do leave this world here. So I'm going to take a quick jump, and that, of course, is fix my frame rate. Okay, so at least I think I have a way of fixing everything. All right, let's head back to the nuclear power plant. One, I do want to check up on it, make sure that all the power systems are still working. And we are here. Yeah, I see smokestacks on everything. Let's have a quick peek underneath here. So we did start on some of the cleaning things up. So what I'm looking for is to make sure that we have, yep, we got fuel cells loading, and more importantly, we have no buildup of our uranium waste. What do we have over here? I think this is a crate full of, that's just there in case. Okay, good. All right, that's all looking okay. Yep, fuel cells here are stacked up nicely. That means that we are providing. Yep, we got another stack up there. Let's keep going through here. I want to stick my nose above. And let's check these last guys here. Yep, he's got his 50 fuel rods. How about you guys? You're the newest ones. You're running 5, but you're doing good. If we look at your percentages, you are putting out your 2,500 megawatts, burning it every 300 seconds, and you are working at 100%. And we can tell our power is absolutely beautifully flatlined. That's balance. That's what I like to see. I don't like having huge power overhead, just like I don't like having huge overhead on power needs. They should be just beautifully bouncing along that line. That's awesome. Good job, me. All right, so the thing I want to do here before we kind of have a peek around, make sure everything is buttoned up, closed up, and otherwise looking beautified, is let's go have a, yeah, I still want to do something about the water tower. I think that's what I'm going to start off with. Yeah. Let's head over to the wall here. I think we need to do an update on it. Wally. Yeah, don't know why I said that, why that came to my mind, but there we go. All right, so let's see what our count is currently, or our old count. So our old count is 770. We are currently up to 774, so we get to update our value here. So we're going to go to 774. Thank you very much for joining the channel and supporting it. Looking for that 1,000 member achievement, and then we can add 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the way this works is that every one of these segments represents 1 sub. And then we, down at the end here, way down here, we have our inaugural channel member, Lee Barron. All right, what do I need to do over here? Well, all that's looking pretty good. I can, you know what? That's actually going to leave that half finished there. This side's looking pretty tight. Now we do have a massive floaty buildy problem right here. So we're going to need to get some supports down. Let's see, how do I want to do the supports here? Well, let's see what we got in the way of our blueprint supports. I'm pretty sure I have some. So if we go support column large, you know, we could do these guys here. Actually, it's probably my best bet. That probably is my best bet. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're gonna put that there. Let's put that one there. And then we can just finish driving these down to the ground. Let's grab the blueprints, and then we come over here. And we can go, let's see, how does that line up? What is the distance between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Will that hit the track underneath if I go to the fifth one? It might. Yeah, it's gonna. That's okay. We'll go to here. And drop that down like that. And grab the blueprint again. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting the windows. And once again, that is going to interfere. So we're going to come back to there. That should give me lots of clearance. Nope, we don't want a train station. We want our big old concrete pillar. All right, let's grab another copy here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And I guess we're just going to go the 4. Which does put it in line with the elevator shaft, which is, you know, a nice little bit of symmetry there, I suppose. And then we can grab... Oop, nope, 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 nope. We just want that guy. There we go. So again, I'm just looking at the part that I want to sample, pushing the middle mouse button, and that is giving me a single block sample. Or if I go into the dismantle tool, but blueprint, and I middle click, it will give me the entire blueprint. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, okay, that worked out pretty good before. And then we can drop that down there. Middle mouse button, pick that up, and throw it down to the ground. All right. This was a tough one. I never really did kind of figure out what I was going to do around here. Do I want to... The question has always been, do I want to enclose the train station? I mean, it was the kind of point I had when I put all this in here, but I kind of like it being open like that. It's not really bothering me. Hey, I had to see the trucks are doing their thing. Everything is just humming along. It's so very nice. Living in paradise. Okay, let's do some wall extensions here. That would be, we can go to there. And we're not going to dismantle that. We're just going to start grabbing these guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, let's not do that. Let's not put those guys in. Instead, we're going to grab these guys. We're going to drop them down to there, and then we're going to drag that across. There we go. And like that. And we'll just have that little bit of wall right in there. I don't think I need to close it up too much. I think I want to just, yeah, extend it down. Yeah, that's all fine. Again, we're going to have to get some supports underneath here, though. Because right now, big-ass floaty buildings, not great. We get some support here. I'm not going to, you know, put supports necessarily in the dead center. These really are more for where I visually think they might do the work. Like, for example, let's put... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's grab one of these. Put that right in the corner there. And we'll grab this guy. And we'll just line them up in the top. And then, of course, I love the fact that we have vertical nudges now. That makes life so much easier. And then we can just drop these guys and connect that up. Just because it is going into the concrete on the bottom, I think having these guys here just makes it look a little cleaner. So again, we'll do one of those there. We'll sample the whole kit and caboodle, put that up top, realize it's in the wrong place, put that up top right there. Yeah, there we go. And we can fill in our blocks. Okay, so we're just gonna keep doing that. Now, what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 I think will be the maximum. This corner here, let's do with some 4-meter tall. And I'm just going to give kind of like a little bit of one of those there, just to kind of reinforce that corner. Underneath here, we're going to do the same thing, just to kind of reinforce that section there. Weirdly enough, I do kind of like this open little slice that's going through there, so that's why I'm not going to, honestly, the big reason why I'm not going to close that up. I feel that I need something here just to kind of tidy this up a little bit. And we're going to use our underneath block. So we'll grab our 4-meter inverted ramp. Let's get you turning the right way and nudge you into place, like right there. There we go. That just kind of gives it a little bit of a reason to exist. I'm going to do the same thing here. And then we'll nudge it into place. Let's make sure we're actually connecting. There we go. And let's grab our wall pieces, which are there. So I can put up one of those. Just keep that base nice and clean. That's funny. I accidentally landed on a power line and turned my pack off by the very thing that keeps me in the air. All right, I want something a little bit beefier right here. So kind of, announcing the entrance, but it just looks a little bit, oompier. That's a word, oompier. It's a word because, I said it. If it wasn't a word, it wouldn't have come out. It would have just been a noise. What's going on? Man, it's too freaking early. All right. Vertical zoop, we'll drop that down to there. That's again just to kind of clean things up a little bit, make things look a little prettier. And then we can throw one of those in, and one of those. So it is the 14th today. Like I said, we hope you all survived your Friday the 13th terrors. Ooh, you know what? I think we're just going to keep that going. Of course, we are looking forward to the 15th. Thanks, Nathan Fillion. So Nathan Fillion has been going around. So Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion, beloved characters of the various franchises. Nathan Fillion, the Rookie, Castle, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh yeah, and a little show that seems to have captured a fanatical following, Firefly, as well as Alan Tudyk, otherwise known as King Candy, Weaselton from Frozen. He's Sunny. He's B2 whatever from Rogue One. Just a hilarious, very funny little character actor, goofy little guy. He, of course, played a character named Wash on a little show called Firefly. So Firefly, was a show from the 2005, 2006. It was on the Fox network, so we already know that things were not going to go well for them. Because Fox Network sucks. They apparently didn't really like, they treated the show kind of badly, kept moving around, played all the episodes out of order, blah, blah, blah. Show literally only had aired 11. They actually didn't even air all these shows that they had shot. There was a couple of shows that didn't make it into the regular season, but when they made the decision to cancel, they finally showed them to us. Oh, hey, look, and it sets up all the characters and stuff. But anyway, so the show Firefly was canceled, except it had a huge following. It was an amazing show, probably one of the best science fiction shows that's ever been. It even got a feature-length movie to kind of wrap up its storyline of Serenity. So yeah, that's a little bit of the background. Well, Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk are good friends. Whether they became friends to the show or whatever, they are friends now. And they have a little podcast called We Were Once Spacemen. Well, they've been releasing little snippets of Alan Fillion going to every former character or actor from the show. They answer the door, and it simply becomes a, is it time? It's time. Oh, it's finally come. It has. Every of the main cast he has visited. Why? What are they planning to do? And apparently, whatever they're planning to do, they're going to tell us tomorrow on the 15th. And I am really quite looking forward to it. I am a fan of Firefly. Like I said, it's one of the best science fiction shows on there. Joss Whedon is a piece of shit, turns out. I have absolutely zero tolerance for people who use their positions of power to behave inappropriately, and that's apparently what he got burned in that. And good. I hope he enjoys hell that way, but that does not negate the fact that he is a terrific filmmaker. The man is expert, and one of the things he's really good at, and ask Buffy fans. People love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. People love Firefly. Is that he's really good at managing ensemble casts. That's why he was tasked to do the first Avengers, and why the first Avenger movie really kind of gelled in is because Joss Whedon, or Joss Whedon, or however the hell his name is pronounced. Not really going to spend a lot of time trying to pronounce the man's name anymore. He was very good at doing ensemble casts, so of course, he did a good job of bringing the Avengers together. We know the Avengers were done right because we had all of those movies. If they had not made any money, believe me, there would not have been any more movies made. Pardon me. So yeah, Joss Whedon, of course, wasn't involved in this video. Sorry, my God. Getting a tickle in my throat. So these guys have been going around. The show's been off the air for, 20 years. It's a little bit sad that it's been that long, but even after 20 years, the fans, the brown coats, as they call themselves, and are still around. They're constantly getting new fans because brown coats keep making new fans by, hey, look at this, man. Hey, kid, want to watch a show? Almost like, they're pushing crack or something like that. So yeah, are they coming back? What are they doing? Some sort of project? I don't know what it's going to be. I really don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to even be an animated? I saw another post about this. Now, I don't know if this was a genuine post from the same people involved with whatever project is coming out tomorrow, but it was a highly detailed and beautifully drawn image of the Serenity being the ship of the show. Like the Enterprise is a character in Star Trek, the Galactica from Battlestar Galactica, the Eagle Transporter from Space 1999. One of the things about big sci-fi franchise, of course, is there's always the iconic ship. Even Lost in Space, all the various incantations had the Jupiter. So there was released an image as basically cartoon image of the Serenity. So are they coming back to do an animated series? Are they coming back for a feature? Are they just going to be doing some sort of podcasty show that they're going to, hey, look, we're going to go around the country, buy tickets to our show. And then we'll sit on stage and we'll talk about, you know, how awesome the show was, blah, blah, blah. Frankly, I would find that to be disappointing if that's what they're going to end up doing. Why did it work? Huh. Weird. Well, I guess I'm just going to close the wall up here. What I find weird is that I can place the window back in the blueprint day, but not do it anymore. Oh well. So yeah, that would be a bit of a disappointment. Honestly, I would feel a little bit burned if that's what they ended up doing. But my curiosity is certainly there. Okay, let's see. What have I got for explosives? Put it in. Just got to clean a little bit of tree line along the edge here. Like way down there, we got trees poking through. There you go. All right, let's keep moving around here. And placing our blueprint. Isn't this exciting, watching someone just place wall segments with absolutely no point in otherwise beyond this? I can hear the reactors doing their whirs. Sound design in this game really is quite good. Really do enjoy the sound design. Just the little things. Like, here, let's just take a moment. Set ourselves down. Just listen. Hi, buddy. Oh, you're a biggin. You gonna try anything? What are you hiding? Oh, hello. What are you hiding? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna take the chance that you're not gonna spit something at me, so I'm just gonna move back here. You guys are going to have a nice little listen here. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. All right, not bad. Oh, I put that in the wrong place. Oh yeah, cave, rocks. What was going on? What are you hiding back here? What is back here? Oh, hello. All right, you? No. You mind your own business here, young man. or young lady, or you. I'm gonna go do some exploring. Well, there we go. Okay, while those clear up, let me do a quick power grab here. And by power grab, I mean grab a power wire. That way I can keep using the hover pack here. Where's the nearest power pole? There's one. We're just going to run some temporary power poles. We'll run none to there. Yeah, hello. Hello, mister. Oh, you big bad. Ow. Okay, he hit me hard enough to... Oh, there he is. Did you knock yourself out, and did you fall off the cliff? Huh? Did you fall off the cliff? Oh, what's the matter, fella? Oh, no. Oh, you just... Oh, look at you. You big meanie. Huh? You just a big meanie. You just a big meanie. All right. What is in the cave? I'm gonna put that there. Let's squeeze through here.
When will you land?
Aw, is it just a Mercer sphere? Yeah, just a Mercer sphere. Well, gee, I thought it was going to be more exciting than that. Hi, buddy. Hi. Yeah, you got lots of feelings there, don't you, fella? All right, where were we? There we go. We'll put that there. I guess we'll just have to do the old nudging again. Get it into the corner. Let's put baby in the corner. Of course, gonna have to get rid of some of the more foliage. Yeah, so the this side over here certainly doesn't have... I'm cursing myself at this point in time. Shouldn't be too bad. Or seems to be much better when it comes to things, you know, like that whole frame rate issue is that, yeah, no, I've dropped back down to 20. Gosh darn it. Well, at least I didn't notice it this time. There is no juice over here. Hello. You want to go fly? Thank you. We're gonna need to... Let's extend the lights to here. Gonna have to come out of blueprint mode so I can put you... we're gonna put one there, and then we'll put the other one there, and we can just connect some power lines like that. Just like that. That way I can hover over here. Okay. Bye-bye, Mr. Tree. Bye-bye, Mr. Bush. Yeah. Oh, the frames are getting bad again. Well, it's a good thing we've pretty much finished this playthrough because it's not holding up at that great anymore. Yeah, it's definitely having some hiccups, and oh, not happy with it. Not happy. Okay, I'm gonna head back to home, see if there's anything I can do. Oh, and are we coming back? No, we're only back up to 24. I mean, mildly better, but Do I leave this up here? Yeah, I am, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit here. So let me get some of these. Let's first put in our corners. Like right there. So that's an inside corner. I don't want that one. We want this guy. And then we want this guy. Just so, again, so it's anchored into the ground and not floating in space. Pigs in space. God, the Muppet Show was awesome back in the day. Like, frickin' puppet show. The Muppets, Sesame Street, had a weekly variety show with some of the biggest actors in frickin' Hollywood at that time. Like, good God. The Muppet Show was literally the first time we got to see Luke Skywalker's Empire Strikes Back costume when Mark Hamill did a guest appearance. Did you know that? Did you? Did you? Did you care? Yeah, probably not. But yeah. Loved the Muppet Show growing up. It was always a must-watch. And let's get that corner piece down and then slide underneath. Just because I need to have weight so I can run. Oh, let's make sure we got soups on. Come on. Go that way. Oh, I can't go that way. Why can't I go that way? Oh, there's some clearly get something in the way. Well, you know what? I don't care. I don't mind. It can just be that way. And we'll just go to there. There. Alright. Anything glaring that looks bad. Yeah, that it's not great, but it at least looks finished. That stuff all looks okay. Love to have some sort of just light marker lights along there. But we don't have Space Engineer like lights that we can work with, so it feels like there's a radiation truck going somewhere. All right, let's take a quick boo back to the base. Let's see if we can do anything back there. And see if I can recover my frame rate. No, the world's just getting too big. All right, anything over here that absolutely needs to be cleaned up? Not really seeing much. It's been a while since we've had a real good look around here. What did I start doing over here? I was doing something over here at one point in time. What the hell was I doing over here? I made a bridge and everything. What was I gonna do over here? Huh. I don't know. That's supposed to be like that. You guys are all clean and done? Yeah? Yeah. Good walkway. What the hell are you doing over here? I guess I can get rid of this now. Ow. Come on, let me up. Let me up at my measly 30 frames per second. And run across here. Yeah, I'm kind of got no power. me no fly from here. I have to put my jetpack on, but, you know, that's fine. You know, the funny thing is that there's always that point, or it's always fun as you're playing through a game, when you first start running around and everything feels so far away and distant, like this little particular arch here where you got to head down to the lakes and stuff like that. But once you kind of let your factory in here, it's astounding how small the world becomes. Like, you know, basically these two areas here are closing in on each other. I mean, it's not like they're going to get any closer, but just the amount that you just end up wandering across the world. All right, let's move over here. Let's see if we can pick up power. Yep, we picked up the power line there. Just because we have massively unsupported structure underneath here, what do I again have in the way of support? So let's go into our blueprints here. Port. We got train support. Oh, that's true. I got a train support. Train support. Port column large. What do you look like? You look like one of those. That's a train track support. Okay, okay, okay. What about you? Can I use you? No. What about you? No. What about you? What about you? No, no. Yeah, look at that. Turn around. Turn around. Do I have anything that is just standalone support structure? No. Can I go and make one? Yes. All right, train support curve insert. Let me head back over to my blueprinter here, call that unit up. Let's see if I can use the 5x5 here. So again, we'll do a search for support. Train support corner. Train support corner. Curved inset. That is a 4x4 design. Okay. 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 Fine. 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 Be that. You want to be a bitch about it. And I really wish escape would just work there. Maybe that's what I was going to do on that platform. You know what? Let's do that on that platform. I don't think that's what I intentionally meant for doing on that platform, but screw it. And let's grab a Mark 1. Let's kind of make sure we hover over the building so we don't lose our juice. We'll use our hold. Guess we can turn the flashlight off now and pop you into place. Now I should be able to load up. And we'll do a search for support, and we want train support curve insert. That loaded up just fine. And let's get rid of this nonsense here. Like so. Yeah, that's all I needed to do. I'm just going to randomly hit buttons on my keyboard. We are going to call this train support column top. Small stand. Oh, let's give it a better description. Let's go a structure to add support for roads and rails. We're going to change its icon because it's not that anymore. We're going to just grab a column. Like there. Or, sorry, a pillar. Yep, there we go. Do I want the metal pillar? No, we'll use the concrete pillar. Select our done. directory. Yep, rail. That's cool. There we go. Okay, so now it's not a rail, but it is a road. Let's come back over here. Guess we kind of have to turn the flashlight on because it is, you know, dark asphalt. And then now in our blueprints, again, I'll type in support, train support column top, and default snapping. What happens if I go to blueprint snapping and I release it? It snaps perfectly into place, and we do that there. Yeah, and we could just keep going through here. Oh. Where'd you end up? You ended up over here somewhere? Yeah, gotcha. Okay. There we go. Yeah, these might be too dense, but that's all right. As in, you know, too many clustered along. All right, don't actually have a blueprinted segment for you to snap onto over here. So we'll just kind of line you up like that. That's good. To stretch across, what I'm going to do here, let's grab that. Let's put a couple of these underneath here. Let's grab you guys. So we'll go to the 4 meter and we'll just stretch you into there. And ooh, just kind of started drooping there. Yeah, so we're gonna run that over to there. Just keep everything nice and anchored in. There you go. You guys have something to sit into. And bring these guys all down to the ground. And we got another one of these situations. So again, I'm just going to sample that. I have to look at it from below so it sits properly. Make sure we go to the 4 meter. If you're going to zoom, kindly zoom in that direction. Thank you. And that should anchor everything into the ground there. Now, obviously, these have absolutely nothing to do with the structure of anything. Purely visually, whether or not things look like they're supported. And zoop you down. And there we go. And yeah, we are still suffering on the frame rate. And well, it's 10 o'clock. We've been at it an hour. We really don't have anything left to do. I just didn't want to leave no stream today. But I think this is where I'm going to cut it today. Got a lot to think about. Got a lot to figure out what we're going to do next. I really do think I'm going to go back to the desert. Have another crack at that location. I wasn't, we were just at the verge of kind of getting there. But, we spent this last 70, 60 some odd episodes here just to make sure we could get our space elevator stuff going. Yeah. I think I'm going to start over there in the desert again. We'll start from clean. We'll make better decisions. Now, when I did start over there, I'd been slightly out of practice. I hadn't played in a year because, waiting for 1.0 to release and finally release. That's when I started. Because, I wanted to save my kind of creative juices for 1.0. But, yeah, now that we've kind of got past the... Let's see what happens when we finish the game. Hey, buddy. Well, you see, look at that. I look up, and I got 37. I look 20s, 30, 27, Yeah, but anyway, I'll probably start over there, just do it differently, try to make more sense of it. Try not to start off with quite so much chaos. Think about how I do things, like giant warehouses aren't really a thing anymore now that we have dimensional depots, and just, build a better rail system. I like my rails well enough, but yeah, you know what? Roundabouts just aren't doing it. I'm gonna, want to get proper ones. Oh, what's going on here? Why have I got a whole bunch of slugs not going anywhere? All right, what is in here? What is in here? Hello. Okay, well, let's do this. Something obviously incorrect got in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the belt out there. Let's move that to there. I'll set you to overflow. And that'll get that one little tiny bit of SAM ore out of the way. Okay. Yeah, I could just actually delete the belt here. Let's turn you back into a purple. Purple power slug. There you go. And let's put your belt back into place using our straight function. All right, that's got those going. In my inventory, that's not my inventory, that's my inventory. Let's grab, let's hit sort here. Yeah, I suppose I can throw those in there, but let's get just deposit or discard that. And let's throw a couple of slugs in here. Those sluggies go in there. Never did find the fourth guy. Not like I went looking for him, mind you, but okay, we're gonna throw that in there. And I think that's gonna do it for that. And I think that is gonna do it for... I think that's gonna do it for this world, guys. Yeah, I think that's it. It's just getting painful. My frame rates are killing me here. So I don't know why. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't have to deal with it anymore. So I'm going to say, let's say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to a new day. And we'll start a whole new adventure next time. Thank you guys for watching and following me through the series. I really appreciate it. Through the 64 episodes of this playthrough, but the 77 episodes overall of the stream. And I hope you come back for the next crack at it. I was hoping, like I said, the new update coming out by the time. It is an experimental. Maybe I'll pop over to experimental next week and actually start playing with it. I was more focused on kind of getting this stuff done that I really didn't look at any of the new things beyond that. There's some new things coming, mostly because I was basically in a race between the update and getting this done just in case things broke when the update releases into the regular game flow. But experimental is up. Apparently I think they have it over there, so I might go take a look at it, and maybe we'll come back next week looking at that. But that's going to be it for this week, guys. As always, thank you very much. Let me just clear up. There we go. We don't have to look at the HUD and whatnot. If you like anything you saw here, go ahead and hit the like button. If you don't like it, don't feel free to hit the dislike button. Do you. If you're not subscribed and you like the kind of work that I'm doing, or you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and maybe think about hitting the subscribe button. I really appreciate that. I'm still looking to get that 1,000 subscriber goal, and then before we move on to the next goal, if you want to help support the channel, you can hit the become a channel member, hit the join button below, or there is a link you can copy and paste in the description below. And big shout out to Lee Barron, channel member. Thank you, buddy, for your support. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching, thank you for being here, thank you for sitting through my randomly big guy randomness of this play. And you know what, be safe out there, be good out there, have a great day. Until next time.